Hello there, fans of Supreme Duo channel. Tap108 here, and I've come along with another video to help stop Dragon Ball GT downplay. Now, the question this week is Super Saiyan 4 weaker than Super Vegetto? I'll answer this question using three parts. The first is through analyzing the statement. The second is through power scaling and feats. And then the third will be through analyzing the Baby Vegeta statement. Now, first note that this statement comes from the anime comics guide that goes with the GT film A Hero's Legacy. It does not originate from the Dragon Ball GT Perfect Finals. Now, let's start with the quote itself. From Chinese to English, merging with Vegeta. After Goku and Vegeta use a merging item to merge, they become Vegetto. They can furthermore become a Super Saiyan, making them Super Vegetto. After the two strongest people merge, they become the greatest master in the universe, perhaps even stronger than Super Saiyan 4. Bottom blue text. Use the power of justice to eliminate evil. Now, before I go into reasons why Vegito, Buu Saga cannot be above SSJ4 Goku, I will explain what I believe this statement means. I believe context is important, and this page is discussing Goku's transformations, that word being key. Before it mentions Vegito, it mentions SSJ3 as a transformation. Note that transformations have multipliers, ergo you need to mention a version when you're talking about multipliers. Obviously, Super Saiyan 3 Goku from the Buu Saga can't touch Super Saiyan 3 Goku from Dragon Ball GT or Dragon Ball Super because he's trained and his base form is stronger, and as such the multiplier has become, well, the multiplier is the same, but it's multiplying at greater base strength, so he's stronger. So keeping that in mind, because this page is likely talking about transformations and not talking about characters, this must mean it's referring to Vegito as a transformation, aka the Potara. This is the best way, I think, to look at it. But I'll continue with this anyway. I'll talk about phrasing now. It says become the greatest master in the universe, not became, which would be the proper word of talking about Vegito in past tense. Lastly, I'll mention that it states that Vegeta and Goku are the strongest fighters. During the saga which Vegito appears, Goku isn't even the third strongest, let alone Vegeta. The only times that these two characters are the strongest in the universe is in Dragon Ball GT. Not to mention the guide says Super Saiyan 4 and not SSJ4 Goku or SJ4 Vegeta or even Gogeta. It simply says Super Saiyan 4. It does even mention Goku. Now, to be fair, this guide did come out when the Hero's Legacy movie came out, which was after the Baby Saga. So Goku was the only Super Saiyan 4 at the time. However, I still find it to be dubious that a statement that supposedly wants to put Buu Saga Vegito above Super Saiyan 4 Goku doesn't even bother mentioning Goku by name. So we can't say that Super Vegito from the Buu Saga surpasses SJ4 Goku for those reasons. Context itself means that this page is likely referring to Vegito as a transformation, not a character, meaning it is trying to equate the Potara and SSJ Potara multiplier with the SJ4 multiplier. The statement itself only works if it refers to GT, as Goku and Vegeta are some of the weakest characters in the Buu arc. But looking outside the guide's own flaws, we can look at power scaling in order to determine who is the strongest between SSJ4 Goku and Super Vegetto. First, I will explain how I will scale things. We will be accepting base Gotenks strength, meaning Mod Vegeta tier pre, SSJ3 tier post. We will accept that GT uses manga scaling rather than the anime, and we will accept that General Rild is stronger than Buon, as we proved in the first Dragon Ball GT Misconceptions video. And I'll explain the rest as we move on. So first, let's go over numbers for the Buu Saga. SSJ3 Goku is a 1, base Gotenks is a 1, SSJ Gotenks is a 50, Super Gotenks is a 400, Super Buu is a 400, Buu-Tenks is an 800, Gohan is a 600, Buuhan is a 1000, Base Vegito is a 1000, Super Vegito is 50,000. Now it's time to explain those numbers. We'll be accepting that base Gotenks is the equivalent of Super Saiyan Gotenks from post Room of Spirit and Time Training and pre-Room of Spirit and Time Training. The panels you'll see on the screen before you are scanlations, but I'll be using Herm's quotes, linked in the description box below. Now, on the topic of fusion, Popo suggests Goten and Trunks, which Goku accepts. Those two sleeping inside, Goten and Trunks, they're almost identical in power and size. Wouldn't they be able to do it fusion? Son Goku. With these two, if they just manage to perform fusing successfully, I think they'll definitely be able to defeat Buu with the 30 minutes fusion. It's just that extreme. Goku's confident they can defeat Buu. Son Goku, it's alright. I don't think he'll take out Earth. After all, I told him in 2 days someone stronger than me would fight him, and he seemed happy. Goku is willing to claim that their power will surpass his. Goku was suppressed during the fight with Majin Buu, obviously, but that still puts Gotenks in the SSJ3 realms of power. Goku states, Goku, there's something I want to ask you for a while. That Super Saiyan 3 thing earlier. If you'd gone all out, wouldn't you have been able to defeat Majin Buu? How about it? Am I wrong? Nah, I don't know. When it comes to Majin Buu's strength, I think it's like a lot. I think I probably couldn't have won. Probably, knowing you didn't try until the very end. Does it have to do with the energy? No, I'm no longer a human who's particularly even supposed to be here. I shouldn't be the one to do it. It's better that these young guys solve the problem and things somehow or another. After all, some other outrageous guy might show up eventually, right? It's a nasty gamble, but seeing those two super gifted squirts, it made me want to take this gamble. To put Chi-Chi at ease, he states, don't worry, if he perfects the technique he's trying now, he definitely ain't gonna lose. Base Gotenks lost the dude, but Piccolo is only worried about SSJ Gotenks' movements. Yeah, your ki is absolutely incredible, but how about your movements? Show me a little. Is it alright if I show you here? The house might break. I'll do it on the ground. Super Buu's transformation outclassed even the SSJ Gotenks. Have you noticed the change in Majin Buu's ki? He's changed, all due to that idiotic Earthlings. He's become pure evil, and his body is more suited toward battle. And of course, there's a lot more that they go through in there, but I'll only read the relevant line, which is Piccolo's. Next, he insists that Goten and Trunks train to fight it. Go. Get Goten and Trunks and wake them up, and take them to the Room of Spirit in time. Even in just 1 hour, they'll be able to do 15 days worth of training. Can't you tell, as they are now, even if they perform fusion, they can't win. No doubt about it. Tell them that if they don't want to die, while they're still just little brats, then they should train as much as they can. Piccolo warns them about Buu's power increase. Huh? That's Majin Buu? He really has changed. It's not just his appearance. Everything about him is definitely greater than before. They train and feel that their base form is enough to defeat Majin Buu. I think they've already progressed so much that even in regular state fusion will be about equal with Majin Buu. He really is different. He really has greatly powered up. This just might. Piccolo even agreed with him. So to rank Vegito to his absolute highest, we will put every character he scales to at their highest, and then put him even higher than that. Because I'm just such a nice guy. So we will accept Gotenks' statements as truth, that even in base he could have defeated the original Majin Buu. That means, in base, he's as strong as SSJ3 Goku and his former SSJ strength. When he becomes Super Gotenks, he becomes 400 times stronger. See our SSJ transformations video for why. Link in the description box below as always. Gohan was stated to be stronger than Gotenks, but only by a bit according to Trunks. We saw him stomp Super Buu, so giving Trunks' comment the benefit of the doubt, and the fact that Gohan couldn't beat Buu-Tenks, who was only 2 times stronger than Super Buu, Gohan is about 1.5 times stronger. That's what makes Gohan a 600. Then Buuhan is just Super Buu plus Gohan, making him 1000. Now in the manga, Vegito transforms into a SSJ right away. To me, this is flat out admission that he couldn't have beaten Buuhan at base, or at the very least, he couldn't have done it easily and stomped him like he wanted to get absorbed. Mutually, in the anime, Vegito and Buuhan do get out, but Buuhan is holding back during the fight. This is proven when he powers up against Super Vegetto later. So in both versions, Vegito cannot defeat Buuhan at base, and according to Daizenshu, they only state that his strength is greater than that of a Super Saiyan 3. If we assume that they're talking about base, since the next line remarks his ability to ascend, you have to wonder why they didn't say Buuhan, or Majin Buu. Again, giving Vegito the benefit of the doubt, and we will say that he is equal to Buuhan as a 1000 in just his base. Now how does this compare to the weakest SSJ4 in the entire series, Baby Saga SSJ4 Goku? Well, let's see. As we've already proven in the first Dragon Ball GT Misconceptions video, General Road is stronger than Buuhan. There's no two ways about it, he's far superior to that character. But I'm going to be nice yet again, and we will lowball Real, saying that he's equal to Buuhan at 1000. Goku is clearly much stronger, but will lowball again, putting Goku at 1200. Now let's use multipliers. As a Super Saiyan, Goku is at 60,000. Oops! Surpass Vegito. At Super Saiyan 2, he'd be 120,000. Then at 3, 480,000. and then using my multiplier for 4, we get 43,200,000. Even if we use the impossible 10 times multiplier, he's still a whopping 4,800,000. But let's bury Vegito even more. The strength I just used for Goku isn't even his actual strength. It's a gross lowball. While he still easily came out on top, let's go over this with me not lowballing as much. So I'll still be lowballing, just not nearly as much as I just did. We just used Goku's strength on planet M2. And we even lowballed his strength on that planet. But now we're going to use his strength from the end of the Baby saga. As we've proven in the second Dragon Ball GT Misconception video, link in the description box below, Goten easily defeated Baby in just his base form. Baby had absorbed the strength from General Road along with others, meaning that he was stronger than Road when he fought Goten. SSJ Goten, while possessed by Baby, fought base Gohan evenly. And that Gohan is capable of transforming into an SSJ. And then base GT Goku beat that SSJ Gohan with seeming ease. Now let's use numbers again. Baby with downplay is a 1000. Goten with downplay will also put it 1000. SSJ Goten is a 50,000. Base Gohan being equal is also 50,000. SSJ Gohan is 50 times that at 250,000. Base Goku is above even that, but will lowball him to equal Gohan at 250,000. Using our 36,000 times base multiplier for SSJ4 Goku, he's now at 9 trillion. That's so much higher than Vegito that it's laughable. And even then, that's still a gross lowball of SSJ4 Goku's power. But now we'll put the final nail in Super Vegito's coffin. The Baby State. It's stated by Super Baby Vegeta that he is the strongest Saiyajin in history. Gohan, Baby Sama, that is all the power we have. Power. I have now obtained the greatest of Saiyan power. It's true. I've never felt a ki as awesome as this. This may really turn out to be the last sight I take with me into the next world. Typically, people use this statement to claim that this is the first time Vegeta was surpassed, despite the scaling proving he was surpassed far earlier. So by using this statement, even if you deny the power scaling, even if you deny the correct way to interpret that guide, there is no denying wording coming straight from the mouth of characters. There is no denying the clear-cut statement that shows that Baby was the strongest Saiyajin in just his second form, and that SSJ4 Goku stomped him in his third. But what if you think this statement refers to Goku? Well, you're wrong. Baby in just his first form was already more than a match for SSJ3 Goku, as Goku himself states. So he was already stronger than Goku before he made this statement. Next, we'll go over a statement from the author, just to reconfirm this once again. Now, keep in mind this transformation is rough. This translation is rough, but it states, to have something more powerful than Baby, which is supposed to be more powerful than any Saiyajin or Tuscarorajin. So the staff said, let's do SSJ4. Further, they decided to tie this into the legendary once in 1,000 years Super Saiyajin concept, which led to Goku being given a red body instead of a normal gold one. Now this is a statement from the author, or not the author, one of the writers in Dragon Ball GT in the GT Perfect files, when asked why they made Super Saiyajin 4. They made it because it's the only thing they could think of to surpass Baby, who is supposed to be more powerful than any Saiyajin or Tuscarorajin. This is clear-cut word of God stating that Baby was the most powerful, and that SSJ4 is the only thing capable of beating it. Lastly, some people may say that this approach contradicts my previous power scaling approach. However, keep in mind that using this statement to say this was the first time Vegeta was surpassed was while we were highballing Vegito. Baby's statement is in actuality more matter-of-fact than a statement of him finally surpassing Vegeta. Yi Xinglong makes a similar statement when he becomes Super Yi, claiming that he now stands above other Shadow Dragons despite already being the strongest. So Baby was likely referring to himself just entering a new realm of power, than Baby having finally surpassed Vegito, something which happened a long time ago. This was simply me playing devil's advocate. wanking Vegito as hard as humanly possible. Now that being said, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I'm glad I finally got this one out of the way. I plan on doing it way later after I did a video about Pan and discuss how her strength is downplayed, but then I decided I promised this video, so it should be made. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you now understand why Vegito never was and never will be a match for any Super Saiyan 4. Be sure to comment to tell me your thoughts. Share this video to stop Vegito wank. Give me a like to keep GT strong. Subscribe if you're new and want to join a channel that fights for GT and not against it. This has been Tap 108 of the Supreme Duo channel, telling you to follow us on our other social media pages linked in the description box below, wishing you a great day, and asking that you keep us in your hearts and in your minds. This has been Tap 108 of the Supreme Duo channel, signing out. Peace.